The Lynette Brown Show. This be the Lynette Brown Show.
She's always ready and on time.
The Lynette Brown Show.
When you got something that's on your mind.
The Lynette Brown Show.
Whatever you got going on, she knows the deal.
The Lynette Brown Show.
Where we always keep it real.
Welcome to the LBS, the hottest, the biggest, the baddest talk show of the South. I am the Fiery Diva, keeping the airwaves hot on your favorite station. Thank you guys for tuning in with me once again. Got a nice show lined up for you, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Mr. Charlie Holly. And we know all about the big debacle of healthcare, Obamacare, etc. And he's going to come in and talk with us a little bit about some of the things that we need to know as far as this insurance is concerned, because so many people have so many different questions. I know that a lot of people contacted me, and I did my homework trying to find out more information so I can get it out to you. But before we do all of that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back right after this.
Hey, I'm Amanda. Welcome to our Roadhouse Cafe.
And I'm Mike Corleone, owner of our Roadhouse Cafe. We're open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 2. And we also cater to Wayne Farms. We do catering and delivery.
Yeah, we do have good country food, like today on our menu, it's like meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and all that. So y'all come on down and visit with us.
Please.
We'd love to have you.
I like to eat here at our Roadhouse Cafe for the food. They got some of the best pork chops in town.
I enjoyed the food here at our Roadhouse. It's very good, and I recommend it to all my coworkers.
Y'all come to our Roadhouse Cafe and get you some good groceries. They got beans, taters, they got salads, they got anything you want.
Really good food at Roadhouse Cafe. Roadhouse Cafe has great desserts. Best in the South.
Cafe has real good food.
They got real good sweet tea and desserts at Roadhouse.
At our Roadhouse Cafe, we got the quality of food, and the amount of food you get for the money is unbelievable.
The Barbecue Smokehouse.
I just love the owner and the people that work here, and they have the best everything. They got the best barbecue sandwich. I really love it. I love their pinto beans. Their chicken and dumplings are just out of this world. And every time I'm by here, I gotta stop and get some.
I love eating here because they have the best peach pies.
The Barbecue Smokehouse. Great pork and chicken. Point Mallard Parkway in Priceville.
Hi there, I'm Johnny Smith, manager here at Colors Precision Paint and Body. We'd like to send out a thank you for supporting us for 21 years of business this year. If you need anything, our phone number is 256-773-627.
Welcome back to the LBS, the hottest, the biggest, the baddest talk show of the South. I am the Fiery Diva, keeping the airwaves hot on your favorite station. Thank you guys for tuning in with me once again. Got a nice show lined up for you, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Mr. Charlie Holly here today, and we're going to be talking about the healthcare, okay, and all the things that's going on with healthcare. And a little later on in the show, I got the conclusion of the Million Man March. You got a lot of responses off of that. It looks like just the modern day civil rights movement. It was really good. So I wanted to conclude that. I wanted to take you guys back to Tuskegee. But until then, we're going to go right into my interview with Mr. Charlie Holly. Charlie Holly, thank you so much for coming up and being a part of the Lynette Brown Show once again.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
It is wonderful to be here.
It's nice to have you here. Now, sir, let's just get down to the point.
Yes.
Let's just talk about Obamacare, because this has really had our country divided.
Yes.
It really has. There's been a lot of division as far as this Obamacare is concerned, okay?
Yes.
First of all, I want to talk about sign-up issues.
Sign-up issues. Major issues there. We've had a lot of people trying to sign up, having getting all types of failure screens. And one of the reasons is because the system was actually designed to handle thousands of people.
Okay.
But instead, they got millions of people visiting the site.
Okay.
So I don't know where they got the numbers from, but somebody underestimated by a whole lot. Okay. And so another problem is they have bad sign-on code or bad programming code, whereby some menus were not working, some functions were not working. So they have some issues to really correct. Now, to be honest with you, I've been working in technology for over 27 years, so I know what a project like this takes. 2.5 years to do this entire project was not enough time. You have to develop, you have to test, you have to implement, and it simply was not enough time. Plus that, you had a whole lot of states who were not cooperating because they were anti-Obamacare states.
Okay.
So
when you say they were not cooperating, okay, so you're saying that there are states that this would have been, they could have made it a little easier?
Sure.
And how is that?
Because the federal site has to provide information for each state that's actually chose not to set up their own system. So what that means is each state still had to cooperate, and they had to provide the federal government with certain types of information. And if they didn't do that, what that meant was information for their state may not work, may not be up to date, may not be accurate. Okay. So that's why they needed cooperation, and they were not getting cooperation from a lot of those states. So that's not one of the real big issues.
Okay.
There are other issues, but that's part of the problem.
Gotcha. Okay, well, here's the $1 million question. Why are people's premiums going up?
Combination. Some people blame Obamacare. That's not actually true.
And how is that?
The federal government.
I'm going to challenge you.
Sure,
I'm going to challenge that. How is that?
Sure. The federal government requires now that certain private insurance policies have certain things included in them, things that they did not have previously included in them. So private insurers had to go back and add these things.
Okay. Well, I'm familiar with that during my homework. Maternity care.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And mental health.
Yes.
Some of them had to go back and rewrite it.
Right.
And then, of course, you would understand if there's a man, you know,
right.
What does he need with maternity care?
Exactly. I don't need maternity care, so I shouldn't have to pay for that. So that's part of the reason why you see prices going up, and part of the reason why you're seeing people saying this is not right. So I think that will be changed. I believe it will. Okay. It's just one of those things that people suddenly found out about. But yeah, so.
Okay. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about the max that you would have to pay for Obamacare. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, let's just talk about the payments. You know, I think they said, well, we'll talk about it when we come back.
Sure.
We'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, I'm Amanda. Welcome to our Roadhouse Cafe.
And I'm Mike Corleone, owner of our Roadhouse Cafe. We're open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 2, and we also cater to Wayne Farms, New Caters, and Cleveland.
Yes, we do. We do have good country food, like today on our menu, it's like meatloaf, hamburger steak, and all that. So y'all come on down and visit with us. We love to have you.
I like to eat here at our Roadhouse Cafe for the food. They got some of the best pork chops in town.
I enjoyed the food here at our Roadhouse. It's very good, and I recommend it to all my coworkers.
Y'all come to our Roadhouse Cafe and get you some good groceries. They got beans, taters, they got salads, they got anything you want.
Really good food at Roadhouse Cafe.
Roadhouse Cafe has great desserts. Best in the South.
Cafe has real good food.
They got real good sweet tea and desserts at Roadhouse.
At our Roadhouse Cafe, we got the quality of food, and the amount of food you get for the money is unbelievable.
Eddie Pruitt Ford right here at Hartselle, Alabama, where everybody in the Tennessee Valley knows that we're your low price leader with great service. But don't you worry a little bit when that warranty runs out and those high repair bills start to roll in, how much that's going to cost you. Well, at Eddie Pruitt Ford, we've got that covered. You're going to have the peace of mind of knowing that every vehicle on the lot, new or used, is going to come with a free lifetime powertrain warranty. That's engine, transmission, drive axle, free and exclusive only at Eddie Pruitt Ford right here.
Stop by. We have the best barbecue, not because I work here, but because we hear this from every person that comes in.
The food's good. It's the best barbecue that I found in the area.
My husband and I love to come down to the Barrel House and eat. We enjoy the coleslaw.
The food here is excellent.
First time here, and the food is absolutely wonderful.
Highly recommended, and we can't wait to get our food.
We're down here smoking at the Hollis, and come see us. Y'all come on down to Barrel House Barbecue, where we have the best prices in town. We are #1 on TripAdvisor. We have a great atmosphere.
All of their food is fantastic. I eat here every day. I usually get the pulled
I end up at Barrel House Barbecue. So come on down and see Bubba.
Hi, my name is Chuck Baker. I'm owner of Barrel House Barbecue here in Lynchburg, Tennessee. We're really making noise in the barbecue world. We've been open 16 months and we've already been on Destination America's Barbecue Pitmaster Season 4, Episode 2.
Chuck also grows his own bell peppers for the baked beans.
If you want good service, come see us down here at Barrel House Barbecue.
Welcome back to the LBS, the hottest, the biggest, the baddest talk show of the South. I am the Fire Diva, keeping the airwaves hot on your favorite station. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. Once again, we've got Mr. Charlie Holly here, and he is talking with us a little bit about Obamacare. He's actually giving us a little information that we need to know, ladies and gentlemen, because I know you guys have blown my phone up wanting to know more information, and I know that I've tried to do the best of my ability to get that out to you, okay? And I thank you so much for tuning in to the LBS, the hottest, the biggest, the baddest talk show of the South. Now, Mr. Holly, we were talking during break, and let's talk about car insurance a second.
Sure.
Okay, I want to let's equate car insurance.
Sure.
You're telling me that if you don't take this insurance, you're going to have to pay $95 a fine.
Yes.
For a year.
Yes, $95 for a person who chooses not to purchase health care insurance. $95.
Okay, so
It
you
does
won't
take
go
out
to
your
jail?
income tax. No, of course not. Of course
Okay.
not. At the end of the year, when you file your income taxes, they will take it out of your income taxes if you have not purchased health care insurance. $95 a year, that's all. That's all. I mean,
Okay.
that's actually a whole lot better than car insurance.
You're
Okay.
right. Isn't it what, $500 if you don't?
know, if you get caught driving without car insurance, the fine is much more than $95.
Okay.
You know.
So this is mandatory, but it's not.
Yes, exactly,
Okay.
exactly. It's not like somebody's trying to force you to purchase it. You still
Okay,
have
I
the
think
choice
that's
of
where
not to
I
purchase.
think that's the misunderstanding that we're having, and I know my
Yes.
viewers are too.
Yes.
We're feeling like, the government is imposing on
Right.
us, and we're having to be forced to pay. And,
Right.
and a lot of the people that watch my show, they're looking at this is just another bill, and I can't afford it.
Right. It's just a mandate. And all of our society operates off a mandate. We have a mandate to purchase car insurance. And if we choose not to purchase it, then we must face the consequences, which in that case sometimes is even jail.
Okay.
Or a much stiffer penalty.
Well,
you
your
know.
license can be pulled.
Yes, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So, it operates around the same premise. So I think people are just seeing it the wrong way. People are feeling like I'm forced to purchase it. If you don't
Right.
believe
Well,
in
I
health
thought the
insurance-
same thing.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
There are folks out there who don't believe in health care for whatever reason.
Yeah, they may not believe in modern medicine, so
Yes.
a lot of people are in holistic health.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. But again, it's only a $95 a year fine. That's all it is, $95 a year. And that's taken out of a person's income tax.
Okay. So $95 if you don't want to purchase. This is not a mandate. I
Right.
mean, you just,
Exactly.
we got choices.
Yes,
But this is
yes.
what you will have to pay
Right.
if you don't. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you got this. I really do. I mean, I'm trying to understand as much as I possibly can as well. And Mr. Holly, before we wrap this interview up, I want to talk to you a little bit about the book.
Yes.
Let's
yes.
talk a little bit about it. We were talking about
yeah,
some
sure.
the
I'll
personal
hold it up
things
so
that
people can see it.
you got personal.
Yes, exactly. I am working on the book, and it's called Saving America. And in that book, I talk about health care. And I share some of my personal situations. My brother, who died of cancer, had private insurance. And after he had major surgery, his private insurance company dropped him and left him with thousands of dollars in medical bills. So this healthcare situation is personal to me. I've had a handicapped sister to die before her time because we were too poor to have healthcare coverage at that time. This is personal to me. I've had a son, 13-year-old son, who collapsed from a heart attack while he was playing basketball because of an undiscovered medical condition.
Okay.
Robbing us of years of his life. 13 years old, he died.
Okay.
If we had had health care to help discover his condition before time, he still could have been alive today. We could have seen him graduate, drive his first car, go to his first prom. Health care is robbing us as a nation of the lives of our loved ones. And I'm sure that somebody in your audience out there can truly identify with that. Health care has taken somebody's life that you love. And so let's stop arguing about who can help us with health care and start seeing healthcare from a point of view that's real. And I know that you have had your own share of those things as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And let's just talk a little bit, you know, far as healthcare is concerned. You know, you have people out here and they said, well, we can't afford it. Well, that's where the government comes in, right?
Yes,
that's
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. If you cannot afford it, the government will come in and they will give you subsidies. And that's why these insurance policies are usually cheaper, because the government is coming in and helping. And that's the whole problem that some people have. They don't want the government to help. Okay. But if the government doesn't help, then who will? If private insurers won't help, okay, and there's not enough churches to help, then who else is there to help? You know, it's not a matter of government doing it or private doing it or churches doing it. Whoever can do it, somebody do it.
Yeah.
I wish somebody had come along and saved my son's life, and it wouldn't have mattered to me who it was, whether it was private, government, or church. Really wouldn't have mattered.
Okay.
Go to that website. That book is actually due out in December at some point. And so we will be back on here again, hopefully,
yes, sir.
talking
yes,
about the book, and we'll
Absolutely.
be scheduling some
And we've
events.
got some events
Yes.
coming up. We're not
Yes.
going to talk about it though. We're
That's
not going to
right.
tell
We're
them.
not
We're
gonna
not going to tell
talk
them.
right now.
Not going to tell them
Not
right
gonna ruin
now.
it right now.
Not right now, but we do have some things coming up for
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
And for those who have just tuned in, you're tuning into the LBS. We're going to go into a quick commercial break. When we come back, I'm going to take you guys to Tuskegee. Thank you so much for tuning into the hottest, the biggest, the baddest talk show.
He saw the best in me when everyone else around me could only see the worst in me. Can I tell y'all one more time? I said he saw the best in me.
Hey folks, welcome to Eddie Pruitt Ford right here at Hartselle, Alabama, where everybody in the Tennessee Valley knows that we're your low price leader with great service. But don't you worry a little bit when that warranty runs out and those high repair bills start to roll in. How much that's going to cost you? Well, at Eddie Pruitt Ford, we've got that covered. You're going to have the peace of mind of knowing that every vehicle on the lot, new or used, is going to come with a free lifetime powertrain warranty. That's engine, transmission, drive axle, free and exclusive only at Eddie Pruitt Ford right here.
Welcome to our Roadhouse Cafe.
And I'm Mike Corleone, owner of our Roadhouse Cafe. We're open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 2, and we also cater to Wayne Farms, Caters, and Clemson.
Yes, we do have good country food, like today on our menu, it's like meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and all that. So y'all come on down and visit with us. We'd love to have you.
I like to eat here at our Roadhouse Cafe for the food. They've got some of the best pork chops in town.
I enjoyed the food here at our Roadhouse. It's very good, and I recommend to all my coworkers.
Y'all come to our Roadhouse Cafe and get you some good groceries. They got beans, taters, they got salads, they got anything you want.
Really good food at Roadhouse Cafe. Roadhouse Cafe has great desserts. Best in the South.
Cafe has real good food.
They got real good sweet tea and desserts at Roadhouse. At our Roadhouse Cafe, we got the quality of food, and the amount of food you get for the money is unbelievable.
We stop by. We have the best barbecue, not because I work here, but because we hear this from every person that comes in.
The food's good. It's the best barbecue that I found in the area.
My husband and I love to come down to the Barrel House and eat. We enjoy the coleslaw.
The food here is excellent.
First time here, and the food is absolutely wonderful.
Highly recommended, and we can't wait to get our food.
We're down here smoking up the hollows, so come see us. Y'all come on down to Barrel House Barbecue, where we have the best prices in town. We are #1 on TripAdvisor. We have a great atmosphere.
All of their food is fantastic. I eat here every day. I usually get the pulled pork.
I ended up at Barrel House Barbecue. So come on down and see Bubba.
Hi, my name is Chuck Baker. I'm owner of Barrel House Barbecue here in Lynchburg, Tennessee. We're really making noise in the barbecue world. We've been open 16 months, and we've already been on Destination America's Barbecue Pitmaster Season 4, Episode 2.
Chuck also grows his own bell peppers for the baked beans.
If you want good service, come see us down here at Barrel House Barbecue.
Lynette Brown Show. Show.
When you got something that's on your mind,
The Lynette Brown Show.
whatever you got going on, she knows the deal.
The Lynette Brown Show.
Well, we always keep it real.
My brothers and sisters, we have been too silent. God of our silent tears, God of our weary years, it is time for people of God and Allah to take a stand and say, no more. No more. No more. If you want to be a part of this movement, it's not enough to talk about it. I want you to please call that number, 334-526-4000.
18 years after the Million Man March, too many black men are taking guilty pleas. Too many black men are talking too much and making confessions when they don't have to. 18 years later, you are being stopped and searched and seized and beaten and killed by the police. And that time has to come to an end. And it comes to an end with knowledge. Hosea 4:6 say, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, and because thou have rejected knowledge, I have rejected thee. Moving quickly, let me say this. Genesis in the 15th chapter, 13th verse says, thy seed, talking to Abram, God says, thy seed will be a stranger in a land that is not their own. And they shall serve them and be afflicted by them for 400 years. And God says that nation who they serve, I will judge. We have a whole courtroom, a whole courthouse square full of witnesses, and the jury is present. Well, the question is, who is the judge in this hour? And who is the judge of the judge? Now, I've been in many a courtroom and I've been forced to call many judges, Your Honor, and some of their honor was questionable. And the weather, the tornadoes, the hurricanes, the floods, and the government shutdown is evidence that the judge is coming to the bench. As I leave you, I say this. I, like you, am a witness. I say like I know you gonna say. If I was in the days of Noah, I would have been with Noah building an ark out of this wicked world, but I'm not in the days of Noah. If I was in the days of Moses, I would have been fighting with Moses to lead our people across the Red Sea into the promised land, but I'm not in the days of Moses. If I was in the days of Jesus, I would have been fighting the Roman Empire, fighting the so-called Jews. If I was in the days of Muhammad, I would have been fighting the Quraysh on the Arabian Peninsula. But I'm not in the days of Jesus and Muhammad, but I am in today's day. If I was in the days of Nat Turner, I would have been right there with Nat Turner with his knife and my knife with Nat Turner going to war against the slave master. If I was in the days of Harriet Tubman, I would have rode with Harriet Tubman across the Underground Railroad. If I was in the days of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, I would have stood with Marcus Mosiah Garvey.
Humbled and honored to be here on this day, 18 years later. 18 years later, after 1.8 million, nearly 2 million men came together for a cause that was right, a purpose that was just, and a mission that could not be kept back. Today we come 18 years later, reminded that leaders must be tough enough to fight, tender enough to cry, human enough to make mistakes, yet humble enough to admit them. But this day, 18 years later, still marches to be marched, still bridges to be crossed, and to say to our United States, Pharaoh, let the people go. There are still marches to be marched. And so I stand here as president of the Alabama Conference of Black Men. But there are still battles to be fought, and we must rise to the occasion and keep on marching. 18 years later, we stand as a symbol of hope, because long before then, Rosa Parks sat so that Martin could march. Martin marched so that a Jesse could run. Jesse ran so that an Obama could win, to keep the movement going. 18 years later, we gather here to celebrate, to commemorate, and keep hope alive. Let us keep on moving. Let us keep on marching. And then, and only then, at the end of the day, we will be able to stand together as brothers and sisters and say, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last. This day, 18 years ago, we gathered on the Mall of Washington, D.C. to have the Million Man March. 1 million black men to march for atonement, reconciliation, and responsibility. A baby was born called the Million Man March. We didn't gather in D.C. on a Saturday or a Sunday. We came together on a Monday, on a work day. Congress shut down. The Senate shut down. The White House closed down. Oh, that was the first government shutdown. About black on black crime, black on black violence, single black mothers, poverty in the black community that we gathered on this great day. And it is out of that spirit that we have come together today with that same kind. When we gathered 18 years ago, Coca-Cola didn't give us no money. McDonald's and Chrysler didn't sponsor our march. When we gathered, there were no naked women dancing on the stage, no barbecue grills burning, or no free hot dogs given out. We came together, paid our own way.
I'm honored to be here in Alabama, especially at Tuskegee. So much history in Alabama. Lowndes County, Alabama. The founding of the Black Panther Party. The Honorable Stokely Carmichael, Kwame Ture here. Of course, all the civil rights greats in the civil rights battles that burned through Selma, Montgomery, and Birmingham. So I'm in the right place here at Tuskegee, Booker T, Washington. I'm in Alabama, need to be back in Alabama and stay in Alabama.
Ladies and gentlemen, however, I do appreciate yours. Thank you so much for tuning in to the LBS, the hottest, the biggest, the baddest talk show of the South. Get your cell phones ready. It is that time that you all tell me that you absolutely love. If you like Domino's Pizza, Popeyes, and Outback Steakhouse, I suggest you text Diva I Want It. Okay, right now, Diva I Want It. 256-566-5854. Again, that's 256-566-5854. I gotta go right now. Thank you guys for tuning in to the LBS, the hottest, the biggest, the baddest talk show. Okay.